and welcome to a wee chat. Yes, it's Friday night. Are you ready to party? Hello, everyone. Yes, this is the talk show for Twitch. Yes, and if you don't know what's going on, basically, it's all about guests having fun, a magical reindeer called Rudy, and Tarot Cat. Yes, you're going to be seeing all of those things tonight. Yep, all of those things. So, without further ado, let's see what's coming up. Sit back, relax, grab a drink, and let's get Friday started, shall we? Resident Evil fans rejoice. We have Maggie Robertson, who plays Lady Dimitrescu in Resident Evil Village, joining us. Rudy is back for some more Say What? And this time, we are answering his questions. Artist, animator, and streamer Tom Thinks returns for a catch-up. And finally, our house band MamajoeVramajoe return with some more purple-flavoured melodies to see us all into the weekend. Love MamajoeVramajoe. And we're starting a musical project together called Successful Desert Plant that is inspired by our trip to Joshua Tree back in September, so watch out for that. I've been really lazy. They've sent me some music and I haven't done anything yet. But I will do it. I'm sorry. Okay, but before we meet Maggie Robertson, who will be our first guest of the night, let's check in with Tarot Cat for the weekend. Let's go.
My beautiful souls, it's Tarot Cat here with your weekend reading. Remember, this is a general reading, so if it don't resonate with you, get out of here! Today's question is, will I find love? Let's shuffle the deck. Okay, people, we got the Fool. Look at this dummy. He's about to walk straight off a cliff, yo. Even his dog's telling him to stop. But he don't care. It's 5 a.m. and he's just left the club. And he's lit, bro. So what does that mean? It means you don't give a damn about what happens. You're ready to jump right in. But are you guys fronting? Let's pull out a clarification card. Whoa, the Ace of Wands. You know what this means? Check out the size of that thing, bro. You needs to chill out and put that thing away. You are drunk, kid. You have pulled that thing out and you're about to step off a goddamn cliff. Chill down. So, what's the advice? You're feeling it, you got balls, you're up for it, but you go too hard too fast. You're gonna fall off that cliff and break a leg, bro. If you got a broke leg, you ain't taking no one to dinner, you know what I'm saying? So, if you wanna find love, sober up, kid. Look sharp and don't be stumbling out the club at 5 a.m. looking like a fool with your wand hanging out. So, that's what I got for you. Remember to follow, subscribe, and like, and all that shit. Spirit says yo, and we out.
Thank you, Tarot Cat. Thank you very much, Tarot Cat. Sage advice from Tarot Cat there. Now, our next guest is the wonderful Maggie Robertson. If you aren't familiar with who she is, watch this clip. She's coming up right after this.
Mother, I bring you fresh prey.
You are so kind to me, daughters. Now, let's take a look at him. Well, Ethan Winters. You escaped my little brother's idiot games, did you? Let's see how special you are.
Yes, Mother.
Yes, Mother. Starting to go a little stale.
Then let's devour his man-flesh quickly, Mother.
I am the one who captured him.
Now, daughters. First, I must inform Mother Miranda. But later, well, there will be enough for everyone. Budama. Oh, be careful what you wish for, Ethan Winters.
Oh, so good. Please welcome the wonderful, the awesome, one of my favorite people ever. It's Maggie Robertson.
Everybody!
Hi, Maggie. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. I am good. I loved watching your Tarot Cat live reaction. I was watching it in Discord. You were like, I love it so much. So what do you make of Tarot Cat, Maggie? Tell us.
First of all, I love him. Tarot Cat has my heart. He is a true chaos demon, is what I've discovered, and I'm here for it.
Yes, yes.
It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen, to be quite honest, but I'm not mad at all.
Yes, well, I mean, you're saying that it's weird, but when... So, let's explain how we met. Maggie, how did we meet? We met in November at MCM, right?
It was a balmy day in Birmingham, England. I know where things are in the world. And yes, we were doing a Comic-Con together, and you hosted a panel that I was on, and very quickly, I think the entire crew that we had at MCM Birmingham were kind of immediately like, oh, great, we're all weird? Yeah, no, we're all weird. Let's go be weird together in like a weird little clump and just weirdly clump around places.
It was beautiful.
So that's what we did, and it was beautiful.
Now, can I just ask you, because I never asked this before, because I mean, you've done Comic-Cons before, right? You've done quite a few. Was that one of your favorite experiences? Does that happen very often to you, where you just meet a bunch of people and then you're just immediately like weird with them?
No. First of all, I don't know if I've done a ton of Comic-Cons. I think I've done like 4 at this point, so they still feel relatively new. I don't know if I can speak to the overarching themes just yet with that amount of data, but I think Comic-Cons can potentially feel a bit lonely if you're not going there with people that you know. And because I'm so new to the industry, every Comic-Con I go to, I don't know anyone.
Oh, no.
So this was kind of a fun reprieve of going with people that I know and I'm friends with, like Neil and Stephanie, and then through them meeting you and Magnus and having that instant connection. And it's kind of a rarity when you meet people that you instantly click with and are like, oh, you're my kind of people.
100%.
Let's go.
100%. You know what, Maggie? I used to feel like that even though I was hosting the Comic-Cons. But in the last year, I've been making a special effort to like be a bit more outgoing and go, oh, do you want to go for a drink? Would you like to go out? And now it feels like a school trip. Like it feels like, oh, my school buddies are here and we're all going for drinks. And it's like I'm doing quite a lot in America, and it's good. And I know people, which is good because I was like the loner before. So it's a good feeling. It's a really nice feeling.
It is a good feeling. Being outgoing is so hard, and it doesn't get easier the older that you get. It's a muscle that you have to train yourself to use, and you're clearly doing a better job at it than I am. I'm a little hermit that I'm like, oh, if I don't know anyone, I'm just going to be quiet in a corner and not speak to anyone. But if I know one person, it just takes one person, then I'll be able to come out of my shell and be weird and loud and whatever. But if I don't have that one person, then I will disappear.
But I'm like you, because like I saw you guys and I didn't want to approach you because I saw you at the tables. I know Neil because Neil's a friend.
Don't approach us.
I was like, oh, I don't want to go up to him, and then I'm like, hi, I'm Claire and I'm hosting your panel. Oh, it sounds so shit. But Stephanie, so you guys, Stephanie Panicello, who plays Claire Redfield in the remake, she came up to me and she's so like, oh my god, hi, are you Claire? I'm Stephanie.
Stephanie is the best person to go to any new experience with because she's so outgoing and she just puts herself out there in the most amazing way. And she's just like, great. I don't know you, but we're about to become friends and I'm going to know everything about you by the end of this 10-minute conversation.
100%.
She just puts people at ease, and goes out of her way to make connections. And I'm a person that doesn't do that. So I always really admire / am secretly jealous of the people that do have a natural ability. I have to work very hard.
But what I noticed, like when we went out, so we met that day, then we went out and we were dancing around the Christmas market and stuff. And I was watching you and Magnus. So you guys, Magnus Brune, he's great. He's in this.
My soulmate.
Oh my God. Yeah. Mag to Mag. It's coming to a Netflix series near you, I'm sure.
I think we were separated at birth. I think we were just we're linked.
I was watching them and they were like dancing, but they were dancing in sync. And they were like doing like weird dance moves in the middle of a Christmas market with everyone. And I was like filming it going, oh my God, they're so bonkers. I love it so much. So you don't come across as an introvert, but I don't think I come across as an introvert. What is your secret, Maggie? What's your secret?
Well, I think, okay, I am an extroverted introvert. I'm an introvert because social interaction does not energize me and fuel me. I love my friends and I love hanging out with my friends, but I still am left from every interaction feeling drained. And then I need to have time alone to recharge after everything that I do. So I spend a lot of time alone.
Yeah, I'm the same.
That's my secret. I just am alone all the time.
I am the same. I think I've been alone since Christmas. And all I've done is buy scented candles. I've told you I love a throw, love a lamp. I mean,
that sounds like bliss.
I've got my scented candle right here, right now. And incense sticks. Love an incense stick. But that's been my life. And I'm like you, I need to recharge, especially because our jobs can be quite sociable. Do you know what I mean?
Totally. I'm expending a lot of energy. And as are you when you're hosting things, you're expending so much energy. It's like I am myself when I do interviews and when I do streams, but it's like myself on crack.
Yes.
And then afterwards, I'm like, whoa, who am I? The energy, the tank is so empty that I need serious recovery time afterwards.
100%. I wanted
Hundo P.
Hundo P, y'all. Hundo P.
Hundo P, bruh.
Yeah, oh my God, like totally Hundo P.
Yeah, like totally.
Totally. Oh my God.
Totally Hundo P.
Oh my God. This is what it was like in November. We're like, oh my God, we're just like merging into some weird blob of a character or something. Oh my God.
100%.
And we figured out on my podcast, which is coming out next week with Maggie in it, Hot Pod Time Machine. Maggie is now Astro Pussy. We've got Tarot Cat, and Maggie will now be Astro Pussy. We haven't figured out what your role is quite yet.
We're workshopping the concept, but I'm on board, and I hope you are too.
It's okay. I'm gonna like write it, and I will give you a part. In fact,
amazing.
You're gonna have to read. Actually, you're gonna have to read for it first. Just to make sure. You know.
I don't read. Don't you know who I am?
I like that. Can we have an out of context clip, please? I don't read. Thank you, mods.
I don't. I also don't read. I don't read, and I don't read.
I don't read. Full stop. That's it. Scene and scene and scene.
And scene.
And scene. So there are lots of Resident Evil fans in the chat, so we have to ask more than a few Resident Evil questions. One of my friends, when I told her, oh yeah, I got Maggie coming on, she was like, oh my God, I love Resident Evil Village. Now, I wanted to ask you, when we were watching that clip, what I get from that, because I'm doing an acting course at the moment, is the body language, the voice. You know, there's a real gravitas about Lady Dimitrescu. How much of that is you versus the writers, the producers, the directors telling you that's what they wanted?
I always think it's a collaborative process. What one does fuels the interpretation of the other. So I made a lot of my physical choices and my voice profile choices and character choices based on the language that was in front of me. The language is so explicit and character driven, and also the image of the character. You look at her and she already, even before she opens her mouth, gives off such a clear sense of who she is. She is a character just visually. So already Capcom kind of handed me gold, and then to have language like what she speaks, to have the language written in the way that it's written. Sorry, hi, words. I speak real good and I read real good. To have the language written in the way that it is in the script, there's so much room to play. And coming from a Shakespeare background, I really love language, and I love to push the limits of what language can offer and play with how consonants and how vowels impact the sense of the line or the emotional sense of the line. So all of that was stuff that I was playing with. And I'd say that a lot of those choices, they were all my choices, but all of my choices are informed by what has already been created by the game developers and Capcom and the writer Anthony Johnston and all that jazz. So it's truly a collaborative process.
Now, I am like so excited at the moment because I keep mentioning this acting course I'm doing because I'm doing it for fun. You know, I don't have any ambitious...
That's the best. Did you see me kind of like freak? My eyes kind of lit up when you said you're doing an acting course. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I like, you know...
We should always do things just for fun. You don't have to do things to be amazing at them.
Oh.
I'm about to take a pottery class. That's my new fun thing. So when you do your acting, I'm going to be in pottery and I'm going to be bad and horrible and it's going to be amazing.
Have you ever seen the film Ghost?
Oh, like, wait, I'm sorry.
Sorry,
the iconic film classic Ghost?
So I'm going to imagine you doing the pottery, but just on your own.
Yes. You can be the ghost. You can be Patrick Swayze behind me.
But it's kind of like
more
like a kind of Gollum figure.
100%. You are my Gollum, Patrick Swayze.
I am.
Is that who it is?
Yes, it's Gollum.
Do I have the name
Swayze.
right?
Yes, it's Gollum Swayze. That's
Gollum Swayze.
I am Gollum Swayze. Swayze. Quasi. I want it. I want it. I need
my own.
Yes.
I cannot do a Gollum voice.
my precious. I love it. Oh my god, I love it. You know what? I'm glad you're doing a pottery class because we do have.
I'm glad you're doing an acting class.
Look, maybe you can make me some pottery that I can use in a scene. Just like hold it.
Done.
Like,
done.
To be or not to be.
I'm going to make you the weirdest. The goal will be to make you the weirdest thing I could possibly make. And then you have to find a way to make it work in your scene.
Oh, I will. You know I will. I mean,
that's the challenge.
Have you seen the stream? The stream is an amalgamation of everything inside my brain.
In your ability, yes.
Yeah, I mean,
to say the least.
Yeah, you know me. You know me.
Yeah, no. Mm-hmm.
You're
no stranger to weird extremes.
Oh, no. Like, I found, like, Maggie's my spirit animal. I've definitely, like, since I saw her, I was like, oh my god, I love you. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I love you, yes. Like,
I think I'm in love.
Finally, I'm with my people. I wanted to ask you, because I'm doing this acting thing right now, and the whole thing is, you know, when I'm giving monologues or doing scenes, what I'm trying to do is access parts of myself or experiences I've been in that might come close to try and feel it out. So in terms of Lady Dimitrescu, like I mean, she's a bit of a character, but is there something? Do you have at least a few things in common with Lady Dimitrescu? What were you accessing when you were building this character?
Murderous rage.
Yes.
Pure, unadulterated rage and potential for violence.
Yes. Oh my god, yes. So, tell me about this murderous rage.
So, you know, it's called typecasting is what it is. So I don't have to play pretend at all. I am a murderer. No, don't quote me on that. No, but it is true. I always kind of joked, like, I think I'm secretly the Hulk because I am always angry. LOL. But there we go.
Are you really?
So,
are you secretly kind of, is there like a seething or quiet anger inside of you?
There is a burning ember inside me.
I like that.
A burning ember of rage that I keep and I nurture and I protect deep inside. No, but like that exists in all of us. And the fun of playing a character like Lady D is that you get to take the parts of you that you don't ordinarily allow to shine and to see the light of day. And you get to kind of explore what it would be like to be a completely different person from you and to engage in emotions that are not necessarily as productive or good or socially acceptable. And yeah, I feel like I'm painting a really weird picture of myself. I'm not angry or violent or aggressive.
I mean, you said you were a Scorpio once, and I was like, oh yeah, you're definitely dark, man. You're dark.
Well, that's why I spend a lot of time alone. If I don't spend enough time alone, I get angry.
Oh shit. I mean, me too, to be honest with you. Like, I think that's just the introvert's rage, which is actually more angry than any extrovert's rage. Do you not think?
It's the introverted. Excuse me. That's enough. Enough.
Is that a dog?
Anyway, it is a dog. Okay, Puppy, come. Oh. I'm not in my home. The people that the Lady Dimitrescu fans will know where I am, and they will know which dog this is. Puppy, come. Up.
Oh, here we go.
Good boy.
Oh, you got
good boy. You want to be on the stream? Do you want to be on the stream? Are you a good boy?
Oh, yes. Can we have love hearts in the chat for the puppy? Oh my god.
You are the light of my life.
So where are you just now then, Maggie? Where are you just now?
I am at a friend's home outside of LA, and it's magical, and it's just being a nice little getaway. It's nice to get out of the city and have some like chill vibes.
That sounds lovely. And tell me, you what have you got coming up next? Okay, so we've got the Resident Evil stuff, you know, people love you for that. Okay, but what have you got coming up? Can you tell us anything?
Oh, this is the $1 million question. No is the short answer, because with video games, the joke is you're always under NDA. You'll never be able to talk about it ever until it's out. And then sometimes you don't know that it's been released. And then you're retroactively like, oh, I guess that's out. Huh. I guess I should talk about that now. So you'll see more things from me down the line. But I would say most recently what's come out that's been super cool and exciting for me is I was in God of War Ragnarok. I played one of the Berserkers. Skathendi the Yanaring. And so you can kill me in any game you want, really. And then I was the Mother of Worms in Back 4 Blood 3. Back 4 Blood Expansion 3. Hi. Words, speaking, reading.
You got this. I believe in you. You got this.
Thank you. What else have I been in? Who am I? How did I get here? Oh, I did some fun mocap for a few different characters in Marvel's Midnight Suns, and that was super cool to get to play heroes and villains, all of the heroes that we know and love, all the villains that we know and love, and take on those types of characters as well. And what else have I been in? Puppy, what have I been in? Smite?
Maggie, can I ask you a question? Like, because,
yes.
Like, you're so wonderfully goofy and you've got such a great sort of comedic vibe about you. Like, is there any other genres or things you want to explore? Like comedy, for example, things like that, anything?
It's so funny. You're not the first person to ask me that. And I think it has been kind of a characterism, a theme throughout my career, that I do a lot of dramas. And I don't know. I think it's an interesting thing. Maybe you want to engage in your opposites, because I engage in such a silly, goofy energy in my day-to-day life that it's nice to step into something different when I'm performing. But certainly it's such a breath of fresh air when I do get a chance to do comedy, because I'm like, oh, I don't have to like sit in a lot of heaviness and be angry or be sad. I've done a lot of like just big, weepy, grief driven characters, so it's always lovely to not have to do that. I would love to do more comedy for sure.
Maggie, when I was going to say when I moved to LA, because my visa got approved, so I'm definitely coming over. Oh, it's happening, Maggie. You're gonna hate me. You're gonna, hi Maggie, I've got no friends. Can we go out? Hi Maggie, I've got no friends. Can I come over? Hi Maggie, I've got no friends. So you're gonna have to.
I welcome it, also because we can be introverts together. We can just sit in a room and not speak.
That's amazing.
I mean, we won't, because knowing us, we'll just be in the room and just start making weird noises. But adding to, like, Tarot Cat will come out. Yo, Gevil.
Yo, you want a cup of cappuccino? You want a cappuccino, yo? Astro Pussy, yo. You want a cappuccino, yo? Yeah, sorry, like.
Yo, lasagna, yo.
Well, don't be.
What are you, a jabroni?
Oh my god, we gotta bring back the word jabroni. We gotta bring it back. We've gotta bring it back. Oh my god. I would love to sit in my pajamas with you in LA and just go jabroni, cappuccino, astro pussy. That's
Or just yelling random words. There's no sense, there's no logic. Just shouting.
Yeah, if you come round to mine, because I'll be living with my friend, my friend will be like, okay, yeah, I think he'll secretly love it. I think he'll secretly.
Okay, good.
I think he'll secretly.
I think
love
most
it.
people secretly love it.
So listen to this, Maggie, okay?
Yes.
And tell me, I need your help on this, right? So my friend who's going to be, he's my friend of 20 years. He will be my flatmate in LA. And he's from Europe and he's been living there for 10 years. So he has this thing called Puzzle Club, all right? Where they do jigsaws and they competitively puzzle, right? That was my face. Yes, that's exactly what. And he was like, "Oh no, we're like the whole California. We're like setting up puzzle clubs all around California. Like it's like Fight Club, but shit. No offense, Tom. I love you. Love you, Tom. Love you, Tom. Love you, long time.
Can they use that as their log line? It's like Fight Club, but shit."
And we talk about it all the time. It's really fucking annoying. I said to Tom, "Can I join your puzzle club? I like jigsaws." He was like, "You'll have to audition." And I was like, oh my god. So we need to infiltrate puzzle club. Like that's what
Operation Infiltrate Puzzle Club.
we need.
Commence.
Yes. We need to pretend we're really good. Like we need to get good.
Okay.
Then we need
Okay.
to, I'm thinking we secretly steal their members and start our own puzzle club. What do you think?
Okay, I'm so with you. Can we specialize in like 100-piece puzzles? But we go hard on those 100p puzzles.
Oh my god, hard.
We treat them as seriously as they would their 1,000-piece puzzles.
Oh yeah, 100%. And we're finished. We're drinking a cup of Joe, yo, and we're all
Yo. Can we be dressed in like the sweatbands, 80s workout clothes? I want to like have a spray bottle to have the illusion of sweat as we're like looking at the clock, look at the puzzle, look at the clock, look at the puzzle. And then we put the last piece in place.
I'm telling you, man, our puzzle club is gonna beat their puzzle club's ass. In fact, it's gonna be the biggest puzzle club in LA because we got branding, yo. We got branding.
We got branding, yo.
Help.
That puzzle club ain't gonna know what hit them. Okay. Okay.
So, Liz, Tom, I'm sending this clip to you. Just letting you know. You go competition, my friend. You go competition.
What's their puzzle club name? Is it literally just called Puzzle
I
Club?
think it's just called Puzzle Club. It's so unimaginative. It's so unimaginative. They've got a logo, but it was like monochrome. Come on. Come on.
Come on, monochrome.
Oh my god, that's like so 2018. Jesus. Seriously. Seriously. Seriously.
Sarsla. What about like
Okay. Well,
uh,
can we insert jabroni into the title? Jabroni jigsaws, yo! Let's go! Yes.
jabroni jigsaws? Oh my god. I am ascending.
Oh my god. You know what? It's gonna end up with just me round at your house dressed up like this, but we'll have the best time. And
We'll have the best time. I have a really annoying neighbor too, so I would love for us to shout random words to piss her off so she bangs on the wall and yells, "Shut up." And then we'll be like, "Yo, shut your jabroni! You
Yo!
jabroni?
sit your ass down, Grandma! Sit your ass down!
Sit your ass down! Who do you think you are, a jabroni?"
I love it. We're gonna be like the Golden Girls, but we just say jabroni a lot.
We're the jabroni girls.
Oh my god, Maggie. Oh my god, I wish I was there now. We're the jabroni girls.
Just let this be your motivation, your fuel, your inspiration. Get thee to LA.
Oh my god, I'll be there in summer. I'll be there in summer. We'll have a jabroni girls picnic. Like that'll be the first thing we do.
Oh my gosh.
Gonna be
A picnic?
Yes, a jabroni girls picnic with shoulder pads and sweatbands, and leg warmers.
Shoulder pads, sweatbands, jabronis. We are painting a picture.
It's gonna be amazing. Oh my god. Oh my god. I wish that I have to go. Like, I have to say goodbye. I wish this could go on, but will you come back and be on the show again?
Absolutely. Have I given you any usable I feel like I just was shooting the shit with you as a friend as opposed to giving actual usable content to your fan base.
Look, I had a choice tonight. I could have gone full on presenter mode, or I could just have done this. I loved doing this because
me too.
If you want to see some serious content, guys, just YouTube Maggie Robertson, Lady Dimitrescu, and I'm sure you'll see some top content. But
we have some nuggets of actual content in the podcast episode that's soon to come out.
Yes, exactly.
Do you like how I plugged that for you?
Yes.
I'm looking out.
That's out next Thursday. How did you find Hot Pod Time Machine, Maggie?
Through my friend Jabroni. I can't actually wink. I'm going to the side so you can't see that I'm just blinking. I don't know.
I love it. I love it.
Who am I? I've lost the thread.
I tell you what, let's keep it professional, yo. Let's if there's quite a lot of Lady Dimitrescu fans in the chat. Let's end with something heartwarming and lovely. What would you like to say to the folks here that have followed you, that love playing the game and love your character?
Thanks. Yeah. And scene. No. Thank you all so much. Always a joy, always a pleasure. You're asking me to talk about emotions. Don't you know I hate that? And here's a puppy. Puppy? I know, I'm sorry. You're sleeping. Come here. Come here. Aww. Simba. Everything the world touches, the light touches is your kingdom.
Yes.
Here, this is your treat. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream, all of my Lady D stands. And I love you. I appreciate you. And I see you. And you're awesome.
Yay.
Okay.
Maggie, you're more than welcome to come back anytime. Anytime. I'd love to have you back. I'm sure everyone here would love to have you as well. Thank you for spending time with us. And I'll WhatsApp you, yo. I'll VM you, yo.
Hit me on that WhatsApp.
I'll hit you on that WhatsApp. Don't be a jabroni. Stay in touch, yo.
I will after I go hibernate for approximately 3 to 4 weeks.
Yes, and same, and scene.
Great, and scene.
Love you, Maggie. We'll see you again soon.
Love you.
Oh, everyone
bye.
Say goodbye. Bye. That was Maggie, everybody. Maggie is incredible. Guys, did you enjoy that? Did you enjoy that? That was incredible. Oh my god, Eliza and Maggie. Eliza from The Last Kingdom and Maggie, Lady Dimitrescu. I might have to do that, to be honest with you. I might have to do that. It's a really good idea. And by the way, everybody, please stay for the next parts of the of the show. It's lovely to meet you all. Thank you for the follows and the subs. Like, this is the stream. This is the stream. It's bonkers, mate. It's fucking bonkers, mate. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm trying to, like, hold on. I'm trying to, like, hold on. Well, I don't think I've done this properly. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to do a thing in the background. I've had a lot of Prosecco. Very unprofessional. It's fucking bonkers, mate. Right, guys. Stay here, everybody, because we're about to meet Rudy, our 400-year-old magical reindeer pal. Stay here.
Say what?
Hello and welcome. Rudy's back for Say What? Oh shit. That's the wrong button. Hi Rudy, how are you doing? Rudy, it's good to see you. Hi, how have you been?
I've been good, Claire. I've been hanging out with my new bud Roy.
Oh, Roy, okay. Is that one of Santa's elves?
Nah, Roy's not an elf. He's a mole rat. I'll make that more clear. That's my bad.
Oh, he's a mole rat. All right. A mole rat. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's a mole rat. He reached out after seeing last week's show, and we've been going to meetings together.
Okay. What kind of meetings have you been going to, Rudy?
Well, meetings about the mole rat uprising, Claire. Don't you remember?
Okay. I do remember that from last week, Rudy, but I may have to talk to you later, so we do have to get on with the show. You got to ask me a question, Rudy. Do you have a question?
Well, Well, sure, Claire. So I've always wanted to know, what is love?
Oh my god, what is love? Jesus Christ. Okay. Right, okay, that is a bit of a big one. Well, that's a bit of a biggie, Rudy, for Friday night, but I would say to start with, I would say that love is a feeling.
Well, Roy, our mole rat king, he said love is for weaklings, and I was all like, say what? And is that true, Claire?
No. I wouldn't say that love is for weaklings. Okay, love is something that you feel. Okay. I would say that love is something that you feel when you like someone very much. Sometimes love happens really fast. And then sometimes you can have a friend and then over time you like them even more and that can turn to love. And it's when you like think about the person a lot and you care for them, you know, you want to be with them, you know, that kind of thing.
So like with Roy, the mole rat king guy?
No. Okay, let's forget about Roy. Well, actually, no, don't forget about Roy. I'm actually not sure what you mean. First of all, Rudy, explain what you mean about Roy. What do you mean, the mole rat king Roy?
Well, during the meetings, he showed us some videos. He said we weren't allowed to look away, like it was some sort of competition. And he said if we kept watching them, we'd get a carrot. And you know I love carrots, Claire. But anyway, after watching all these videos, I can't stop thinking about helping Mr. Multidimensional King Roy. I just want to do things for him, like cleaning his house and getting his groceries. You know, stuff like that. Love stuff, right?
No. You know what, Rudy? I really don't know if that's love. It sounds like you've been... Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It sounds like you've been brainwashed, if I'm honest, and I'm a wee bit concerned about this mole rat guy, Roy.
So, love is brainwashing?
No. I mean, you know what? In a way, I mean, it could be, but I'm gonna say no. Love is pure. That is not what I said. It means that I think it sounds like Roy has actually brainwashed you.
We love Roy. You'd love Roy too. Roy is our world. Roy will show us the way. It's through Roy we will experience real love and happiness. The mole rats will bring us joy, Claire. They'll be our new masters and they'll show us the real meaning of love. All hail the all-knowing temporal anomaly, Roy, the source of all love.
Rudy.
Hey, what's up, Claire? Hi.
You all right, Rudy? You okay?
Maybe. What happened?
We were talking about love, Rudy. We were talking about love. Do you remember?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. We love Roy, the mole rat king guy. I remember. I get it.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Sure, Claire. The pictures tell me so. So I mean, maybe I need to rewatch those videos.
Okay. Well, you know what, Rudy, it's a hard question. It's okay. I'm gonna go easy on you, but I don't really know if you get it, Rudy. But we do have to move on. Are you sure you're okay? And also, I'm gonna say this, Rudy. I wouldn't recommend watching those videos again, quite frankly.
Oh. Hang on a second.
What's that?
Hello? Oh, sorry, Roy. Hey, hang on, Claire. Yep. I'll pick 'em up. Two plant burgers. Okay, sure. And a side of root fries. Root fries? Okay. Root fries. Okay. Okay. Hey, sorry, Claire. I gotta go. Roy, the supreme king of of the multiverse and everything within needs me.
Okay, all right, Rudy. Well, don't forget the root fries, Rudy, you know.
Oh, I would never. I'm gonna hang up on you.
Don't forget the root fries, Rudy. Rudy, we'll see you next week. I hope that we answered your question, okay?
You did, absolutely. Thank you.
Bye, Rudy. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. I really don't know about you guys, but I am slightly worried for Rudy. Although I kind of feel like I really want to meet Roy. I kind of really want to meet Roy now. Everyone, can we please spam all of the Rudy emotes in the chat, my friends? Spam them. Oh my god, I'm trying to do like tech in the background here. I'm not being very smooth. Guys, coming up next, we have got the wonderful Tom Thinks, and we already had Maggie Robertson, who plays Lady Dimitrescu. How did you find that? Oh my god, I just pressed the wrong thing. Like, I pressed the wrong thing. We already had Lady Dimitrescu in this chat. Guys, did you love her? She's absolutely fantastic. She's one of my favorite people. Yeah, crazy Zeke. Like, Maggie's one of those people, like, literally the moment I met her, I was like, yeah, man. Connection. Absolute motherfucking connection, you guys. Okay, you guys, we're gonna have Tom Thinks in this chat. He's already been on the show before, but before we introduce him, let's watch this clip. If you don't know who Tom Thinks is, get him followed now. Let's watch this.
Oh. Wow. Oh. Wow.
I'm Tom. This is Doug. What do we do, Doug? Jockey, I didn't know you were up. I'm up. This is Grandma.
See my legs. Can you put me in the toilet?
Oh, Grandma.
No babies allowed in the lounge. It's not a big deal to get naked in front of your pet. They see you poop, probably.
This is
Borg. Borg. What do you think?
Oh.
Borg. What do you think?
This is my Twitch channel. I got my boo hands. How much of your body do we show on your show?
All of it.
You think this is amazing? We're just getting started.
Hell yeah. Oh, I was gonna welcome Tom, but hey, how are you?
What's up, everybody?
Hey.
Hi, Claire.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. It's nice to see you again. It's nice to see you again. How are you?
I'm doing good. We've been 2022 was a busy year, and a lot of fun things happened. But here, I'll get Tom. Tom.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Tom.
Okay. Oh, there he is. Everyone is Tom Thinks. Hi. Tom, I loved your video, Tom. It's, you know what, I feel like it hasn't been that long since you've been on a wee chat, but it's been a year and a bit, maybe, or something like that.
Wow, has it been a year already?
Yeah, it's a year and a bit, I think, since you were last on. Isn't that crazy? And things have changed drastically since then. How the heck have you been in terms of streaming? Because people know you as a streamer and animator. You know, how have you been? Like, how has the last year and a half changed you? Big question to start.
Well, it's last year had a lot of growth. We went to TwitchCon in San Diego in October.
Hell yeah!
And not only did we go, I got to perform my show on stage in the opening ceremonies. So that was a very big scary thing. It was fun though. It went well. And
oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Explain to me the process, because I always think that, you know, because I do a lot of stage stuff and things like that, but like people always talk about how it looks easy. It's not easy, even if you've been doing it for a long time. Can you tell me how you felt just before those moments that you went to do that? I want to hear how you felt, your stomach and your brain.
Oh yeah. Well, so there was a lot of prep, obviously, and communication and working with the production team and figuring out where I needed to be when, and, you know, set up and all that. But the day we wheeled in my stuff, you know, like we were in the elevator and I started crying. I was like, it was a mixture of like relief and fear all at once of like, wow, I've been getting ready for this day. And well, actually that was just the rehearsal day that was before the performance day, but the rehearsal was brutal, and it was very chaotic, and I forgot to bring a headlamp, and I was setting up in the dark almost, and I could have probably asked for a light, but I was just kind of like, you know how like you just get one track mind. I just got to set up. I don't want to bother anybody right now. You know, it's like I think
especially for what you do, because you're going right. You've got like you've got technical stuff to do. For me, it's like research before, and then they just go stand here, don't stand here, don't block the camera there, and I'm like, okay, cool, fine, and I kind of know, and I'm like, okay, fine, but like you never get used to it. Like it's when you're doing it, it's fine, but the feeling before is, because it's weird. Think about it. It's a weird thing to do in front of a lot of people, like to stand in front of people or do a thing. But do you love it now? Do you kind of want more?
Well, so I relate with when I was doing it. It was easier. Like I didn't really get nervous when it was time to do it. Like I was fine, but everything before felt awful. But that's just the nature of like doing a dry run, I guess, where there's nothing on the line. But it's actually more nerve-wracking because you're just trying to like pretend to do it. I'm better at doing it than pretending to do it. And when there's no audience, it's hard to put my brain in the place of, you know, going and riffing and doing improv and stuff. It's hard to do it when it's an empty seat and just some people around me hoping I do awesome, you know, like, but everyone was very encouraging. The production crew didn't know what I was. They thought I was a DJ, like, because there was just no way to describe what I do in a way that made sense. So
you're a live animator. You're a live animator, right? Surely.
Yeah, but there's just no common way to think about what a live animator does. So
true.
So they were very confused, and there was some misunderstandings about what the show would be, but it turned out all right, and it was fun. So Grandma was there with me. I don't know if you've seen Grandma's show yet, but she was performing with me.
Amazing.
And that added some more technical issues, but yeah.
I'm gonna say this to you, Tom. I want to talk about improv in a second as well, because we touched a little bit on that before, but I'm gonna say this, like, I'm so glad that I found you. I watch your VODs mostly because we have an 8-hour time difference, right? So
yes.
I can't always watch you when you're live. When I found you and when I watch your VODs and even now and things, I love that you're bringing something completely different and unique and weird, you know. And I think that there's a lot, and there's nothing against people that do this, but like on Twitch there's a lot of content that just centers around certain things, which is like, hi you guys, hi, I'm on Twitch, yeah, hi, yeah, I was just playing this game today, great game, yeah, hashtag ad, hashtag influencer, yes, and it's great, and I, you know what, good for you, but I've never been one of those people. Do you know what I'm saying? I've never been one of those people. So when you first came to Twitch, was that your intention to mix it up a little bit?
Well, I mean, it's more just about doing what I feel comfortable doing, I think, because I've always felt, you know, there's pressure to market yourself in certain ways. And especially with the changing landscape of algorithms and social media, there's pressure to do things a certain way too. And I've kind of just resigned myself to, maybe I won't be as known, but I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. And, you know, that's kind of been my mode lately where, yeah, because my first year on Twitch was very lonely. Like I wasn't like watching other streams, so I didn't get raids because no one knew I was there. But then, you know, I think we even talked about that a little last time. But yeah, I like to keep it weird, but it's not really that I'm trying to be weird. I'm just trying to do things that I haven't seen and things that are fun.
But this is the thing, Tom. Like, I think when you're not you, I'm talking about the royal you, but I think that when people try to be weird, you know, they try to do that, it doesn't seem authentic. You're just for me, you're expressing something that's inside you. For me, I'm expressing something that's inside me. It's just, I don't think I'm trying to be deliberately weird. I just want to get out of my head. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
yeah,
this exists in my brain. And it needs to live outside of my brain or it'll drive me mad. Do you get that a little bit as well?
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I think what that sounds like to me is the difference between I could do that and I need to do that. Yes. You know, like because all of us could do anything if we set our minds to it. We could study how certain comedies work or certain performances work, but you end up doing what you get like a kick out of in your spirit, you know, or what is cathartic to you, and to offload whatever's inside you, like you were saying, like to get it out. Like it's helps make living easier for an artist to get things out.
100%. And I wanted to talk to you because last time we talked a little bit about improv, okay? And you were saying, I think that you did a class or something where they were like, okay, let's go. And you don't like that so much, but clearly you're very good at improv. Now, I've told everyone I'm doing this like acting class, and I bloody love the improv element. However, I thought about you in my acting class because when I came to do it, and I thought, because you were going, okay, let's go. We were in a group of 3 people, and I was like, right, okay, I'm ready, let's go. And they were all looking at me, and you know, you're supposed to do the yes and thing. Yes and. Yes and. They were blocking me, bro. They were blocking. I was like, no, you're not supposed to be negative. You're supposed to like ask me more questions and make it. Like, I love improv, but why is it so bloody difficult in a group?
Well, it's so vulnerable to be thrown into a group of people you don't know, and you're supposed to do something that is done best when there's chemistry. You know, sometimes you can get lucky depending on who you're around, but I think that if you're ever going to keep doing improv, you find groups of people that you can gel with in an intuitive way, you know, because there are the rules of improv that help random people do it together, I think. But I've always struggled with those rules and struggled with improv in general because to put it simply, I have trouble listening in the moment because I get so in my head. Like right now, we're just having a conversation, so I can listen to you and we can talk about it. Yeah. But if I were doing my puppetry stuff and thinking about which camera to show and, you know, like all this stuff, you know, then your words start to kind of leak out my ears. And trying to like make up a character in the moment, and if you're doing a character in the moment and I'm trying to listen to your it gets exponentially more difficult for me, and it's just the way my brain works, I guess. So I'm good at monologues and being on my own, but and I kind of like dramatic no's more than just yes and more of what was happening. I kind of like confrontational, like ping ponging stuff, but I don't know, that doesn't always gel with groups of theater sports or whatever you want to call it.
I know what you mean. Yeah. I kind of feel like there's a lot of things you know, I know the general gist of the rules of improv and all the rules, and even when they're talking about like all these acting techniques, but you know what? I think it's good to know those as a framework, but I would say just bring yourself to it and do what you feel is natural, because I think people will relate to that more than anything else. Because I think when you're going yes and Yes, and I'm like, I can feel it, and I'm like, this is shit. It's not funny. Shit. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah. Though there's a huge belief problem that in improv. So when I'm on my own, I can believe anything I'm saying because it feels like it's coming from an authentic flow. And maybe it's childhood trauma or growing up a certain way, but my brain gets gridlocked when there's confrontation with others in general, like about like trying to come up with an idea in a class in school, you know, together with other kids or you know, what have you. In improv, when I'm waiting for that cue to drop from the other person and I don't know what it's going to be, I'm like freaking out that I'm like, I don't know what they're gonna say. I don't know what they're gonna say. And then they say like, well, things are going good at the bakery today, Joe. And I'm like, and I'm already like trying to speed up to like, okay, Joe, I'm Joe. I'm already like, I'm trying to read it and I'm looking at the floor. And I remember the teacher was always like, look at the other performer, Tom. Look at the other performer. And I was like, no, I need to look at the floor to think about what I'm thinking.
I know exactly what you mean. Because you need that second. They're like, no, you got. It's like that kind of like, they give it to you, you take it, and then you bounce it back. Then they give it to you, and it's like, I don't know. I think some of those techniques are fine, but like, I think you can either work with others or not. And I love, I do work well with others. It's fine. But I think that you're probably a little bit more like me, where I like to kind of create and be in my own little world. Were you always like that when you were a kid as well? Because I was like that when I was a child.
Yeah. I was pretty loner-ish. I was fine on my own. Like, not that I was a recluse or anything, but like, I mean, I was sociable. I'm an extrovert. So like, I'm a weird mixed bag where I'm cool on my own, but I do like engaging with other people and entertaining people. I like to make people laugh, but it's sometimes hard for me to do it with other people, like with other people's ideas. Like, I'm a little bit of a control freak where if someone comes in big with like a big idea and is like, hey, Tom, this would be perfect for you. Yo, so how about this? I'm like starting to sweat a little bit, like going, I don't know if I'm on board, but I like you, so I'm gonna have fun with it as best I can, you know. But being myself is never a problem. It's when I need to like go along with someone else's thing that it's hard to buy into in my brain and heart, you know.
So when Twitch came to you, I'm imagining they're like, yo Tom, yo, we're Twitch, yo, you gotta come on and do shit, yo. You want to do shit with Twitch, yo?
Twitch it's been a gradual, organic process with them because do you know the fairy mod mother character?
Yes, I do. Of course I do.
So I created that character for them. So that was a process of them reaching out to me to be like, hey, we like what you do with your animation and puppetry. We were wondering if you could create a character for Twitch. And so making that character has been this special, very unusual kind of project that's very tailored to what I do. It wasn't like they had 5 people they were considering or anything. They were just like, hey, we like this really strange creativity you have. How could you do it with a character for us? So there's always been this very actual, like respectful and mutually appreciative discourse in email and meetings. And I like the team I work with at Twitch. They're really cool people. And so it was never really like okay, corporation, you're being kind of goofy right now, but I'm going to just be the artist here. I mean, it's been like pretty good communication wise. And then, you know, TwitchCon had like an open call for like, what do they call it? Interactive sessions or something. Like, I think you could apply for that or whatever. So I applied for one of those with my Cartoon Mess Live idea of just like cartoons talking to people and doing a display somewhere or whatever. But it was funny because I got reached out to by the Twitch team that I'd worked with, and they're like, hey, we want you to do the opening ceremonies.
Yes. Oh my God.
But then a few days later, I got a rejection email for the thing I applied for. So, but it was just funny because it didn't matter. But yeah.
Can I say as well, Tom? And this is why I love, like, I've watched the Fairy Mod Mother thing, you know, the collaboration with Twitch. I am so bloody pleased for you because, you know, from watching your channel and your VODs and also from you being on here, as soon as you came onto a wee chat before, and this is why I asked you again, I just loved talking to you. I just instantly, it was like, what a great guy. Like straight away, like I think we talked for about an hour, which is the longest that we've ever had someone on the show. And it was very easy to just talk to you, which was lovely. In fact, you guys, for the tech test, I won't say what we talked about, Tom, but because we got deep.
Yeah, we went deep very quickly.
Why did we go deep so quickly? I don't know what was in our heads that day, but we went deep quickly. I mean, we explored a lot of subjects. It was very therapeutic, I must say. But I just felt very comfortable with you, and I thought that was really lovely. And I don't get that very often because I am a massive judgmental introvert. So I'm like, yes, I like to keep myself to myself.
You talk to a lot of people and a lot of big people, and like, so I think you have to have a strong spirit, and I think, you know, so maybe, you know, you've got a talent and a heart for a certain kind of work, and you know, so do I. So we, you know, everybody's got their thing.
It's a weird thing you said earlier, because Maggie was on and she was saying, oh, I think I'm like an extroverted introvert. And I think you said something similar, and I say that too. Like, what is it about people in the creative industry that call themselves extra? Because it's like a need to talk to people, but a need to be very far away. It's a strange concoction.
Well, I think it's a reflection of the truth that everyone is more complex than any categorization. I mean, whether it be gender pronouns or personality type, but like there's Myers-Briggs, there's Enneagram, there's all these different like personality diagnosis tools, and they're actually just there to like kind of give you a little bit of a guideline about who you are. And you know, they can be illuminating, but they're not like everything. And like you can be an introverted extrovert or vice versa. And like I just think it's that there's a balance, and there's always like, you know, the dark and the light, and neither is bad. And it's just there's a different combination of opposites, I think. And you know, it's I literally I had eras of school in growing up where I remember I was class clown for like a few months.
Same.
And then like November would hit and it would get dark and rainy, and then I would turn into like sad clown, introvert, not talking to anybody till something happens eventually, or I find a group or a activity that I liked. But I hated being at school, and I hated staying after school, so I didn't really like clubs.
Same.
I just wanted to go home and do my own thing or ride my bike.
Same.
Yes.
High five. Oh my god. Are we the same person, Tom? Wait. When's your birthday, Tom? When's your birthday?
October 7th.
October 12th. Let's go.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's funny. Yeah, similar Libra, I think.
Libra,
is that
let's
what
go.
We are?
Libras,
yeah.
Man. Yes.
Interesting.
That's weird.
Yeah.
But like I was the same in school. And like I was an art kid, so I wanted to go and do and study art. But my need to leave school was so strong, and I had to, if I wanted to be an artist, if I wanted to go to art school, I had to stay an extra year. In Scotland, you could leave if you get good grades. You could leave that year and go to uni and just do whatever, do a degree. So I chose the impatient route. I was like, I'm out of here, man. Like, but I mean, it took me where I was gonna be. But I loved art, and I loved painting and drawing so much. I looked at your Instagram, you still do a lot of it. Like, do you miss that side of being creative and artistic?
Yeah. Reconciling, well, again, to say introvert, extrovert, whatever, like streamer, artist, like art is sort of more introverted practice for me. Like, where I don't really want people hovering over my shoulder when I make art in the most intense way that when I make like portraits, like my ink portraits, I need complete focus, and like it's kind of hard to do on stream, so I don't really do it very often. But when I stream, like when I do like Duck and my characters and talking to the audience. I mean, I love that too, but they're different things, and sometimes there's overlap. But I definitely I took a big break this past month and didn't do streams for like a month, and I really needed it because I was kind of getting burned out. Because like camera time, like being on a camera and being on as a person, like I heard Maggie talking about earlier, it takes a lot of energy and it sucks energy out of you in ways that are not immediately apparent, because sometimes there's a little bit of a high after it too. So yeah, I've been trying to figure out like how do I balance out my schedule more to have more like introverted just like desk time to like make art and make random ideas happen, instead of just being like, okay, what am I gonna do on my stream today? In a few hours, and I gotta prepare and I gotta like make all this stuff happen. And if you're on the run all the time and you don't have time for innovation, you can run dry creatively and or emotionally and stuff. But yeah,
I think you're completely right, because over the pandemic it was like I streamed crazy amounts, like 6 out of 7 days a week, sometimes 7. And I was waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning, you know, to like make things, write scripts, you know, like do, I mean, because you see the stuff I do, like to do this kind of stuff on stream, you know, to do it all the time. And I just, you get burned out. And like, and then now I've gone back to like the real job, which is doing it in real life, you know, being in a studio or being on a location or being like on a stage. I love stream, but I like that balance, you know. Like, I think that balance makes me a better streamer, because I can come to stream and talk about the other things I do instead of just going, hi guys, hi, yeah, so I'm going to show you guys, you know, and I'm just sitting here. Do you find that work-life balance has helped you be a better streamer as well?
I'm not sure what to think about the balance, because I'm always trying to figure it out. And like, because there's been times where you know, I used to do a lot of commissions with portraiture, and like where I could make a good amount of money doing these portraits. But the problem is that trying to reconcile spending all day drawing a portrait and coloring it and then like doing a stream, it was like impossible for me. Like whenever I would do that, I would be really unhappy in the stream, and it's because like my brain is in a mode, and to like switch gears and just be like, I'm gonna stream now. Like it depends on what I'm doing before, because there's things like when I used to do more client work where I'm like trying to please corporations in more shallow ways, as far as like, do you like the animation? Oh yeah, you want me to tweak it? You know, like that kind of stuff. I would want to stream after that, because it would feel like I'm in a box that I need to get out of in those meetings, or the thing like where I hate everything that's going on. I just want to get out. But when I'm doing an absorbing, I like to call it, or I like to liken it to like a tightrope walk when I make my color portraits, because I could destroy them by doing the wrong thing. So it's a very, very critical and scary process to use ink in the way that I do, because if I use the wrong color or something bleeds, it could just ruin the whole thing. So in that, you know, all of a sudden I could lose like an entire day's work if I accidentally got a color on my finger and smudged the side of the thing, you know, or whatever. I mean, when I'm doing commissions. And so that critical, like obsessive, like surgical mentality, it's really hard for me to go. It's like I need to go to bed and sleep, and maybe even the next day I might be messed up from it. Like sometimes it takes me a few days to get back into like extrovert time and you know, goofy guy, haha, wee, you know.
I know exactly what you mean. It's so it's completely two halves of your brain. It's very, very strange. I was doing so many events the last half of last year, and then I've had this big long break now, you know. So I'm only extrovert time on stream, and I can't stream that much as well, like all the time. And it's, you know what, it's quite nice. I like just walking about with no makeup on in my shitty pajamas, just like lighting a scented candle and listening to some music and just like enjoying my flat. And it's really, really nice, and I think it's needed. But I wanted to ask you, in terms of streaming, like, it's for me anyway, streaming during the pandemic, before, during, and now after, very different experiences. What about you? Where do you see yourself going with the streaming the next year, year and a half?
Well, I plan to keep streaming, of course, but what I'm focusing on soon is trying to get out of my basement and with my stream performance, because I'm hungry to interact with humans in a real room again. And so, you know, doing TwitchCon in October was a huge undertaking. Like, it involved travel, and I had to buy new gear to make a setup to take, and it all worked, and it was really successful in that sense, and nothing was broken or lost or anything. So I figured, wow, if I can do that, if I can go to San Diego with all my stuff, I can go down the street with my stuff and go to like a bar and like set up and do some performance and try to entertain some people or make some new fans or meet some new friends. I don't know. Like, I just want to like get to know the people in my city more and show them what I do, because a lot of people will, like, there are people that would enjoy what I do but will not go on Twitch. Like, I don't know if you've noticed that.
Yes.
But it's just, I mean, it may be a time thing, it may be I just don't know what that is, and I'm not comfortable going to a website I don't know what it is. It's just always kind of like this weird thing that people go, oh, well, that's really cool that you do that. That's great. Good luck with that. But not like, well, I'll check it out, because it's just too weird for some people to just go to a website and watch a live stream. But some people, they love it. And so I want to take like Duck and other characters outside of this space and bring them into other spaces in physical space and try to see what that's like. And I'm honestly scared of it, because it's hard to communicate what it is to new places. Like, if you email somebody and go, hey, I'd like to do this thing at your place, it's like a live animation thing. It's like, it's if you say, hey, I play guitar and I wanted to come by and just play guitar while people eat or something like that, that's one thing. But when it's like how much focus and attention does this demand? Can people tune it out? Is it weird if people are half in and half out? I don't know.
I've got some ideas that I'm going to message you about. You've just given me some ideas. And also, I'm moving to California in like, wait, hold on. Awesome. My cat is Mac. My cat's scratching my really lovely 70s futon. Mac. Right, okay, sorry. Like, he just skulked out. He's like, yeah, I get it. I also, I'm moving to America, and I reckon we should try, how about this? We should try and do some kind of like, because I like this idea as a live show. In fact, this has been a live show now at some Comic Cons. I think that we should talk and maybe try and like see if we can do this kind of stuff, but do it together and like take it like on a live stage somehow. So I'm gonna message you. Okay. My people call you. I'll call you people. I'll call you people. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a matter of like finding those opportunities where people are open to like something different and strange, and Twitch was open to that, and they were just like, go crazy with it. Like, they gave me total freedom to like just do my show on a stage before the main show, and that was really cool. And if you got some ideas, I'm happy to talk about it.
I will. My people will call your people. So absolutely.
Thank you.
Tom, tell us what you've got coming up next. Then I have to. Really want to keep talking to you, but like I have. Look, we can't let this go on for like an hour and a half or whatever like last time. Tell me what you've got coming up. Tell me what you got coming up.
Well, can I show you something I have coming up?
100%.
Okay, all right. So this is a guy named Victor, who I recently met. Hi, We Claire crew, everybody in the chat. My name is Victor, and I'm a cat, but you could tell that. I play guitar. Hi, Carvey Pumpkinson and Cactus Snacks in the chat. There's a bunch of people. How about that? Nikki drinks. Ooh, ah, yeah, da 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 da.
Oh.
Anyways, so yeah, this is hi, I'm Victor. Hi, everybody. How you doing?
Oh my god!
Hi, Fiery Squirrel.
I love that you've got a new cat character, and we have Tarot Cat. I shared that with you.
Yeah. It's a perfect time for cats.
Cats are big in 2023, Tom. They're really big in Do you actually have a cat? Do you have a cat?
I've got 2.
Hell yeah.
2.
I got 1.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Cool. All right, so we're authentic. We're not like fakes. We're like authentic cat people. Okay. Cool.
No.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's so wonderful. And are you going to be doing TwitchCon this year? Do you know yet? Like how?
I don't know. I'm not sure what's in store this year as far as bigger opportunities yet. But you know, I'm happy just kind of keeping on doing the kind of just the steady, like I call art practice side of things, like whether it be streaming or making art or whatever. I'm trying to just find a balance and, you know, also be a good friend and a good husband to, I mean, you know, just being a human. Because, you know, with the pandemic, it was just so, you know, everybody's at home, and I need to strengthen the muscle of going out in the world again and hanging out with people, because I'm so hungry to like just talk to people. I went to a show last night and just talked to the fella next to me and got to know him and like watched people play music, and it was just like oh my god, I need this, I need more of this, I need to be out of my not just watch YouTube at night, you know. Like it's just I need to go and have conversations and maybe get sick once in a while, you know. But
you're gonna be fine, you know, Tom. Like I feel you, mate. Like I, as a newly single lady after 20 fucking years, I'm all about candles and throws and lamps. It's a good time. You know what? I'm having a great time, Tom. I'm not gonna lie. I'm having a really good time.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that.
Chat, guess what? Me and Tom are gonna meet up in real life, aren't we, Tom? We're gonna meet at We're actually going to meet in Seattle. I'm really excited. We're actually like international meeting. I'm really excited. Like it's going to be so lovely to meet you and actually speak to you in person. Like it's going to be so cool. Tom's going to is this your second ever big event? It's Emerald City Comic Con. That's where I'm working. Is this gonna be your second?
Yeah, that'll be my second con ever, because my first one was TwitchCon, so I've never gone to these things. Yeah.
So I'm hosting the stages at Emerald City Comic Con in Seattle, and I told Tom, and I was like, "You have to come." So I've gotten guest passes. So I hope to meet you and your lovely wife. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We're excited. We love to show people around and when they visit and if you've got time for that. But we're pumped. Very excited to see you and meet and stuff. But
hell yeah. I'm so up for hanging out. Tom, you're an absolutely wonderful human being. I'm gonna say this. From the moment that you started communicating with me and you landed on this Twitch channel, I just had the best feeling and I know we're gonna have a really good time in Seattle, and I cannot wait to see you and your wife. It's gonna be absolutely wonderful. It's gonna be really cool. You're welcome anytime. Let's do more stuff, and I'm gonna be in touch with you about more things for sure.
Okay.
For
Yeah,
sure.
well, thanks for inviting me on your show, and you're great, of course, and it's just lovely to talk to you. Yeah, so thanks for inviting me on here.
We love you, Tom. Everyone go follow Tom. Thank you, Tom. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, there you go. There it is. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Hey, guys, that was Tom. I love Tom. And you know what? I honestly cannot wait to meet him. It's wonderful. This is his second time on this show, on this channel, and he is incredible. Like, I have such great respect for him. He's a great creative person, really original, very, very talented. And the other day when we were doing the tech test, we got deep into like a lot of stuff, and it's not often I feel that comfortable with someone to talk that openly about a lot of things. He's wonderful. I can't wait to meet him and his wife. It's gonna be wonderful. Thank you everyone who stayed for that interview, because Tom is one of my favorite people. And also, can we have yasses in the chat for Maggie Robertson, who plays Lady Dimitrescu in Resident Evil Village? One of my favorite people that I met last year, man. I love Maggie. Maggie is incredible. And I can tell when I get to LA, when I finally move there, guys, the visa was approved, so I'm gonna move there this summer. Hell yeah, let's go. I can't wait to hang out with her. It's gonna be so much fun. So much fun. And guys, you've been incredible. You know, we've got one more thing to do before we leave you, and then we've got our next show, Bump, man, Bump. I'm hydrating. Busy bling. I'm hydrating. I am also actually hydrating. I'm actually also hydrating. Every time you don't see me on stream, I'm taking a wee sip of something. It's not my first rodeo, you guys. Not my first rodeo. Jesus. So much hydration. I want to say thank you so much. Honestly, like, a wee chat is one of my favorite shows. I don't care if there's one viewer watching 1,000 or friggin' 50. I love doing this show. A wee chat is everything I always dreamed of when I was a child, because I'm a dork. I'm a fucking nerd. And I always wanted to chat show just to talk to people and be weird. So thank you very much for letting me do that here on Twitch. I love it so much. I love it. Thank you, friends. Can we have love hearts in the chat? Wee squad emotes. Guys, stay tuned, because we're going to get on over and see Renegade Master. I don't know what we're doing. I forgot everything now. But we're going to see Renegade Master. We're going to do Bump. But we're going to do that right after this. Thank you very much. I will see you next time. It's squad.
Action. That's right. We're action. We're an action band.
Thank you, Claire, for inviting us to be your house band. We are broadcasting from our houseboat on our purple planet. Whoa.
Well, would you look at that? This song that we're about to perform is about doing the dishes.
Yes. Which is stuff you do.
You do these things
at your house.
I bet you've done this before. And this is so, therefore, it's a relatable song, which is very important. Save some water for the dishes. Do 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 the dishes. Right. Doing the dish. Sweep the porch. Sweep the porch. Sweep the dishes. Do the dishes. Do the dishes. Do the dishes is very fun. Dishes, 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 do it.
Thank you, Claire, for having us as your houseboat band.
Thank you very much.